Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another episode of the We Are Not Regular podcast. I'm Kelly.
And I am Eva.
Hey, love,
Hello
how you doing?
there.
How you doing?
I'm I'm dealing. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
What's
I'm
been going on
blessed.
with you?
I've been I guess you want to say going on maybe what you could call a renewed spiritual journey, I guess you could say. Um, I have gotten to a point now that at first it started off as depression. And then I was like, okay, depression is just a symptom of whatever it is I'm going through. So what is the root cause of what's going on with me? And what I have been discovering is that I've gotten to a point where I felt like I lost what my purpose was, so to speak. Like I always thought about it and it was something that I truly cared, about before, but I always kind of put myself on the back burner. And it got to the point now where I just became unhappy. I'm unhappy with what I'm doing in life. I'm unhappy of where I'm at. And I'm like, okay, Kelly, how do you get out of this? So I've been spending a lot of time more so in Bible study and more so in prayer and kind of like it's almost like a fire reignited in me, so to speak, where I finally kind of just like woke up and I'm just like, all right, Kelly, you weren't here to just pay bills and die and take care of your kids. Like, and my dad has always told me, he said, you can't just live through your children. Like you're here for a reason.
Yeah.
So you need to figure out what that is and take it from there. And I'm at the point now where even whatever I thought it was, you know, I don't quite know, but I'm excited to find out where that will go and kind of just letting God lead me at this point as to where I should be going because I really don't know. I thought it was going to be one direction and studying this one particular thing. And then I realized, I don't know, that might not, I don't want to put God in a box, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, this is what I thought it's supposed to be, and this is what
You
I
want
thought it's
him
supposed
to
to look
work.
like. Yeah, exactly. I want him to work. I want to go because I told like my mother the other day. I said, and my father, I was like, if God told me right now to quit my job, pack everything up, and move somewhere else, I would do it in a heartbeat right now. Like that's how hungry I am for change. And so
Ooh.
that's where I am now. I am in a place where I'm trying to figure out what is it that I want and what I need to be doing. So I know it's kind of a loaded answer, but that's
No, no. Funny enough, we're in the same boat. We haven't spoken really.
right.
But like I've been going through the same thing and it came to me differently. It came to me through grief with
Hmm.
losing my aunt. Um, so I've been trying to figure like not necessarily what's my purpose, but like what else brings me joy. I feel like joy is what's lacking from my life. Like that's where I stopped taking care of myself. Like
Right.
simple things like my appearance, the way I used to take care of my hair, my nails, eyebrows, like little things that I just like that used to bring me joy, or like listening to things that used to bring me joy, just small things, trips, just wrote like any little thing that used to bring me joy, I stopped doing. And I'm
Right.
now realizing that my birthday's next month and I don't
That's
know what I want to
crazy.
do because
Why'd you give
I
me a
don't.
panic attack just now? I forgot. Oh my, no, I didn't forget because I know
And
when your birthday is.
but that has happened on my birthday before where I had a panic attack because I didn't know what I wanted to do to bring me joy and I just worked myself up and just dropped down. So
Right.
I'm kind of in the same boat where you are, just coming from a different angle. And like I said, it came to me through grief when I realized like my aunt, may my aunt rest in peace, Auntie Ann, I love you so much.
Let's take his auntie.
She lived her life like that woman lived,
Right.
and she had joy. Like she may have died young, but she lived with joy. She was happy. Everything about her was happy. And I'm like, that's what I'm missing. And so like I'm trying to find it. So
No worries.
that's I'm kind of like I said, I'm in the same boat that you are. I'm just coming from a different angle, especially with my birthday being next month. Like that is I'm gonna be 35. So it's just like, where am I going? What's my
And
next?
you know what's so funny about that, and us
Oh,
both turning 35 is like, you know, we're at the age where people would normally have a midlife crisis. And I think the running
I've
joke
had
for,
that.
but you know, what's funny is that the running joke on like TikTok and all those things is that, we don't, our age group, our generation hasn't had a midlife crisis because we've been living in constant crisis for years. And if you think about
Decades.
it, decades, and we've been
At least two.
surviving.
We've been alive for three. We've been living at
We've
least
had a
through 2 decades of
pandemic,
just
we've
straight
had
crisis.
wars, terrorist attacks. We have lived through, even like when my kids ask me, "Oh, mommy, do you remember 9/11?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was
I was in
13.
gym.
Yeah, I was in English class." Like, I remember these things that,
Hmm.
the pandemic, like who has lived, my parents, this was their first pandemic that they lived through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In like their 50s, 60s. So it's like for us, like, yeah, we did that in our 30s. Like we survived recessions. We
About
had
to head into
out
another one. Like,
another one, housing
uh,
crisis. Like we can't
about to
afford
head
rent.
into another one.
Like rent is
About to
ridiculous.
the banks are like going through whatever they're going through. It's like, yeah,
Yeah. Banks
we're
are
here
closed.
again. It's exhausting. And like to have to
Mass
go through
shootings.
that just on like the adult scale and then still have to figure out what you're trying to do. Because like we don't even get the time to sit down and figure out what we actually want to like pursue. Most of
Yeah.
us. Which brings me to our topic of joy, because we need to figure out how to find a little bit more of it. So
Right.
let's actually define what joy is. So,
Okay.
according to
So,
dictionary.com, joy
mhm.
is a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. So, what brings you great joy? What brings you happiness and pleasure? Like just something right off the top of your head.
Being
For me, food.
where family,
No hesitation. Good
family,
one. Good one. Yeah,
family.
them too. Them too. I like them sometimes.
And, I'm glad I can say that. I know because a lot of people, that's not necessarily something that brings them joy. Some people have a
Yeah.
love-hate relationship with food. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Some people have a love-hate relationship with their family, but I'm grateful to say, they bring me joy, my safe space.
As I spend more time with my family. Oddly enough, I chose last year to spend more time with my family, and it ended up working out in magically in ways that I can't even put into words, because over the last month and a half, like my family had to be probably the strongest it had to be in a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, families, they're up there too. But I also have a unhealthy relationship with food, because I either eat too much or I eat too little. Working on it.
You
Uh,
know what's funny? You say that because for me,
Coffee.
I love food. I haven't had coffee in a while. I think because I was sick last week, I couldn't keep anything on my stomach. So coffee I was afraid to have. I had some yesterday though, because I was struggling at first, but um oddly enough, like I love food. I love it, but I stress eat.
Oh yeah.
And so I had to stop doing that. And like I said, I told you I've been on this journey to kind of figure things out. And that stubborn 10 pounds that I, for some reason, can't lose, finally lost. And I was like,
Yay, congratulations.
yay, well, thank you. And it wasn't even that I cut out all my favorite foods. I just kind of didn't eat because I was sad or I was bored. I found something else to do in place of it.
in place of it.
And, and so,
The pivot, and that I'm trying to figure out where to pivot to find joy. Like I know it's food, but I can't eat I can't eat all the time. Like, but I can eat like better throughout the day. Like I can make
right.
better choices. And this is where I'm just trying to figure out like what little changes I can make along the way. Is there like a feeling that makes you feel like joy? Like it makes me think of calmness. Like I'm just like that's joy to me. Because happiness to me is calmness. Like I'm if I'm calm, I'm happy.
And
Even
I
when I'm
think,
excited.
and contentment,
Yeah.
because you're not going to be happy all the time. Like,
No.
you're not, like, that's not realistic. Yes, you'll have happy moments, but for me, joy has a little bit of happiness, but also contentment. Like, I may not be where I want to be right now. I may not feel what I'm going to be, but I'm okay. And to me, that is joy. Like, I am okay regardless. I'm good. And so if I can feel that in spite of everything, I'm good. Like, okay, whatever temporary emotion I have will pass. But if I have that joy and contentment of where I am, I'm okay. So that's what I look at with
So
joy.
so I know the family does that for you. Is there anything else that does that for you? Like
Oh, there's plenty.
just
Like that
for
was
you?
nature, walks. Whenever I need to kind of just break away, I need fresh air. And I'll just put
I
on
did that
my
today.
sneakers and just walk. I like to walk because I like to move. I feel like I feel better when
We
I'm
sit at desks
moving.
all day.
Yeah, when you sit
We don't get our
inside,
bodies don't get movement. Yeah.
no. Mm-mm. So when I get out and I just start walking, like I'll do it during my lunch break, and I work downtown, where I live, so I'm right by the water, and I just walk right along the water. Like it just is something about the sound of the waves, the breeze off of the
Smell.
water, the smell, like especially that breeze. Like I could walk downtown in the middle of all the buildings and stuff, and be like, ugh, get closer to the water and feel that fresh air, that breeze,
It's that salt.
completely
It's
different
that
feeling.
salt coming off the water.
Yeah.
I did that today actually. Our weather finally broke, so I was able to go outside and go for a walk. And I went for a walk. I put my headphones in and I went by the water and just kept walking in circles, walking in circles, walking in circles. This is just because even when it comes to me breathing, I don't even think I breathe properly. Like
Mm.
I think I'm doing everything wrong right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to put the pause and reset because everything just feels off for me.
Right.
But it's just trying to find it back.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Um, but I definitely feel like I just need to invest a little bit more into me.
Mm. So I know
Um,
what music brings me a lot of joy. Like I can listen to music all day, every day, 24/7, 365. And I've always been like that. Like I remember growing up, like every year for my birthday, I'd get a new radio. Like I get CDs and a radio. And my mom's like, what do you want? I want this new radio. She's like, but we just got you one. I was like, yeah, but this one has like two tape decks. Like,
Come to think of it,
something different.
yeah, music has always been a constant
It's
ever
always been
since I was so,
healing.
yeah, I always wanted headphones, music, something. I mean, as we of course got older, we didn't need CDs anymore. It was
Music.
download. Yeah, you download or stream it now. But yeah, I can put on, I have a playlist for just about every mood, every feeling, you
I've
know.
been working on recreating that playlist more update to where I'm trying to push my life and how I want to feel every day and how I want to move every day. Like I listen to it in the morning. It's probably like maybe about 3 hours now. So like I'll listen to it at work and on my way to work. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And then I hit the worlds and I'm just like, everybody. Yeah. It's a
I
work
hear
in
you.
progress. But that for me, music is probably where I say food, that's because I like to eat, but music is probably where it shows up the most. That would like mood changing for me. So like I even went back to changing the music that I listen to because music has that effect on me where it's just like I
Yeah.
feel this.
I don't think people really understand the power in a lot of music.
Oh, I
And
knew that
sometimes,
growing up listening to Earth, Wind and Fire. I knew something was up because there was no reason as a kid. I'm like the guitar. Like I can hear the healing in the girl.
even
I
if you
hear the
listen to,
healing.
even if you hear negative music, if you keep playing that
Yeah,
over and over and over in your
it
mind,
programs you.
it does. It really does. And people don't
And
seem
it
to
doesn't even
understand
have to be
that.
the same song. It just has to be the same type of message.
Bingo.
Mhm.
Bingo. So
That's how they get us.
that's how they get us exactly. Which is why there are some people who will never get my money for certain concerts.
Yeah. Speaking of concerts, I did not get, I think I said this, I didn't get Beyonce tickets, but I also didn't think I was going to get Beyonce tickets. But I did get Masego tickets, which I'm very excited for.
Oh, okay. I think
So
I'm still aiming
having
for
like a girls'
Anita
night.
Baker in November. I think I'm still
And
trying to go. Everybody kept sleeping on it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna go see Anita Baker. And everybody's like, Kelly, what you want to see Anita Baker for? Until they realized Usher was coming out of her concerts, Babyface is going on tour.
I
And
want
I'm
to
like,
go, but I, go ahead.
no, I'm just saying, like, yo, y'all sleeping on Anita. Anita is the truth. Listen
I
to some
want to
Anita
go, but
Baker.
her New York concert is my birthday weekend. And it's just like, that's going to
Come
be
with
the
me in
Mother's Day
November.
show.
Come with me in November.
That's
It's
true.
Atlantic City. We can go to Atlantic
Oh,
City. Yeah.
speaking of which, we have to talk about Atlantic City. You might have to come up a little bit sooner than you think.
Okay. You know, it's funny.
I'm plotting something.
I still have not been to Atlantic City. Never. Everybody has gone. Everyone I know, my mom and grandma used to go all the time. My
I
mother-in-law goes. My sister-in-law goes. I have not been to Atlantic City, and it's like
I've done it
ridiculous.
once for a festival, so it doesn't. I don't know if that really counts. Well, I don't gamble, so there's no real reason for me to
See,
actually
I
go.
don't
I'm
care.
not. I'm not spending money.
I just want to go for food and just have a hotel to be somewhere where everybody else. I don't want to go
This
by
is.
myself. I
I
want to
went
go
for a
with
festival.
groups.
I ended up drunk, so you know I
Do
was
you
all over the
remember it?
place.
Okay.
Yes, I remember parts. I remember parts. I
Okay.
remember, like I remember there was the big balloon, like the big ball. Like it was fun. It was good.
I've never been, don't know
Anywho,
what it looked
that
like
brought me
except for
joy.
pictures.
That brought me joy. And I need to start doing stuff like that again because that is where I was happy. See?
There you go.
Ties right back into it. All right, lady. So, what is there anything that you can do like during your week to like bring more joy? I think I'm gonna like add a song a day on my playlist just to
Okay.
make it longer.
I, hmm.
Never.
Yes, I think I could. I want to start rollerblading.
I seen a girl rollerblading in the park today and I just smiled at her and she was just like, and I'm like, you look like you're having so much fun. But then I was like, I'm a punk. I won't do that.
I want to
Do it.
rollerblade. I used to do it before, and it's so funny because I asked for rollerblades last year. Nobody gave me any. I can buy myself some, I guess, but no one took me seriously that I wanted to rollerblade. And I used to do it. I used to ice skate as a kid. I used to rollerblade, like,
Mhm.
and I never did. And I'm like, and you know who's actually inspired me to do this? Jeff, my
Um,
friend Jeff. He does that as
because
part of
he
his
works
workout.
out.
He works out, he does his weightlifting, and he'll go rollerblading. And I'm like, could do that again. You know what I mean? I could rollerblade around my neighborhood. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, I can't do
So
that in the Bronx.
You can go to a
Be
park
dodging
somewhere.
dodging shit in potholes. Like there's
That's
nowhere like
true.
not even in the parks. It's the same things on the sidewalks in the parks, on the streets.
That's true.
Gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we might have to leave. But yeah, I can, well, I live in Florida, so I think I need to take advantage of living in Florida.
Take advantage of the weather. Like I said, today I finally got out to get some fresh air because it was finally nice. We hit 70. So it was like, okay, let's get, and I also think that was part of the issue too. Like it's been winter time. It wasn't really a cold winter, but it was still not warm enough to be outside, like having like, a
Right, I was
time.
gonna say, did you guys get snow or anything like that?
No, and I think that's why the winter, like I think that's why March went as fast as it did because we didn't get, it snowed one time and it was like a sprinkle.
Wow.
We haven't had real snows in like a year now since like the pandemic. Hasn't been
Wow.
that crazy. Yeah. But like I said, I think I'm gonna start adding more music to the playlist. Right now it's a lot of R&B, a lot of dancehall, a lot of soul. Those are
We'll get you
my
moving.
go-to.
Yeah. I mean, you need sometimes something that makes you just get up and move and feel good.
I don't even work out, but it's just like I'm also trying to figure out if music is what gets me pumping to do things, I need to figure out
You need a dance
what's
class.
what music is gonna be my dance music. What's gonna be like if that's what's pushing me in like the ways to find what I need to find, then I need to figure out like the soundtrack to my life.
Yeah, I feel like a dance class, especially, I mean, you get the workout and you get the music. I think maybe you should look into something like that. That would be nice. And it'd be fun.
Yeah, joy. It'll bring me joy.
It'll bring you joy. And you look, you're not gonna, if you listen to music you love, you're dancing, you're working out, I just,
All the things I
I'm
like.
just saying, all the things you like. So
I'll stop being lazy and look.
that is the hardest part, especially if you work hard every day. If you work, sometimes you're just exhausted, you
There
know?
was one day I was staying like we were working late and I just like stopped and I'm just like I can't get my personal things done right now because I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm gonna go home. It's gonna be 7:30. Then I still have to eat. Then I still have to get ready for bed. Then by that time it's 10 o'clock. Then what am I doing? I'm getting in bed to go to sleep to get ready. No, like I really was just like, I have to go. Like I can't today. Because it's just I need to get things done.
Yeah. And I don't want to keep rushing and saying, oh, I can't wait to the weekend. I can't wait to the weekend. And then the weekend's here and then I'm just sleeping.
The 2 days go like this because you've been craving it the whole time that you don't even get to actually sit and enjoy it. Like,
Correct.
no, we should be able to enjoy the week and not be in such a rush for the weekend and be surprised that it's Friday because the week went so smooth. Like, oh, the weekend's here.
Exactly. And I think that also ties into doing not just working just to work, but doing something that you enjoy doing because that can make or break your week. Like if you really are doing something that you enjoy doing, yes, it's still work, obviously, and there are going to be some days you don't feel like doing it. But if you enjoy what you're doing, the days go a
Changes
lot faster,
everything.
and it change, like you said, it changes everything. So, all right, girly. So I think we should implement some things to bring us joy because it sounds like we need it. We need it in
Yeah. And
every
it's
little
not that I'm
pocket and
not
space.
happy. I'm very happy. Like I'm happy. Things are going, my life could be a whole different way. Like it's not bad, but it can be better.
Right,
I
right.
just want to make it better. That's my
I'm
goal.
not where I want to be, but
And I
I
don't have to
should
settle
get
for where
there.
I'm at. Don't
Exactly. Exactly.
have to settle.
Alrighty, girl, you got anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
No. Oh, I'm also gonna watch a lot of TV shows that bring me joy. Like
Yes.
I'm rewatching The Good Place. It's gonna make me cry. I already know it's gonna make me cry. I cry every episode. And I'm caught up on Ted Lasso, so
Somebody
we're
told me
just gonna
that
do
yesterday to watch
so
that.
it's so I have a little crush on Jason Sudeikis. That's my little white boy.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. So you're the second person
It's
who
so
told
funny.
me to watch that. So I'm gonna look in it. I'm gonna look into it tonight.
It's so funny. So yeah, TV and music, that's what's going to be bringing me joy for the next couple of weeks. And since it's the beginning of the month, I'm going to start at the top of the month. We're going to pull it through and I'm going to see how it like affects me over the next 30 days.
Yeah, so I need a joy report every time we meet. I want to see where you're at. All
And
right,
I'll give you like
y'all.
3, 4 songs too.
There you go. There you go. This was another episode of the We Are Not Regular podcast. I am Kelly.
And I'm Eva.
Have a good one, y'all. See ya.
Bye guys.